In this next section under My Academic History, here you'll be able to list all the schools that you have attended. You can add your high school, or if you attended multiple, feel free to add all of those, right? And then after you entered your high schools, then you can enter all the colleges or universities that you have attended. So feel free to add a school. We'll go ahead and show you the example of entering Rio Hondo College. So they're gonna ask you, is this a California Community College, CSU, or UC campus? Go ahead and select yes. Let's go ahead and select the institution. You can just type in Rio and it should pop up. It's gonna ask you for the dates of attendance for this school. It's gonna ask you for the start date as well as the end date. If you're still attending Rio Hondo College, go ahead and put when you expect to finish your coursework at Rio Hondo College for this end section. It's also going to ask you, is this your current or most recent school? Go ahead and select whichever applies to you. It's also going to ask you what type of school is this. So Rio Hondo College is a CCC, which is a California Community College, or California two-year college. So this is good. Also, does this school run on a semester or quarter system? So for Rio Hondo College, it's considered a semester system. Did you or will you earn a degree from the school? Feel free to select whichever applies to you. We'll go ahead and select yes, just to show you how you would go about just entering your degree on here. So go ahead and ensure to enter the type of degree that is most accurate to your situation. If you're earning an associate's degree for transfer, go ahead and select this. Associate's degree, feel free to select just associates. We'll go ahead and select associates for transfer for this example. Here you'll be able to enter the date of degree. So feel free to fill that in. Go ahead and save. And then right below there is going to ask you, following your high school graduation, has there been a time when you were not enrolled in a college/university for one or more terms? So feel free to select whichever applies to you. If you select yes, they're going to ask you to use the space below to describe your activities during the term or terms you were not attending college. Please specify the dates of each term. So the UC system usually evaluates applications using a holistic approach, meaning that they consider your extracurricular activities, obviously your GPA, and then also they want to understand if you've taken any time off, whether it was for responsibility like working, family, anything like that. Just go ahead and specify the dates of each term and describe what you were doing during those times. Once you save your changes, here you'll be able to see the colleges/university you have listed. As you can see here, we have Rio Hondo College. Feel free to add any other school that you may have attended, as the UCs will want you to report all the coursework that you have taken at any college or university. So this is really important. If you have any college or any coursework from any other college or university, feel free to add this, as they will be requesting this information. Right, so the next thing we'll go ahead and do is under My Academic History, let's go ahead and select Coursework. So here you can add all the coursework that you've done, whether at Rio Hondo College or another community college or university. A frequent question that we get from students is they'll ask us if they need to input all their courses, even though some of them may not be transferable. And the answer is yes. You have to input all the courses that you have taken from all the colleges or universities that you may have attended, whether it be transferable or non-transferable. You have to include all of that coursework. Later on, I'll show you how the UC Transfer Admissions Planner goes about in determining whether it's transferable or not transferable. But just know that you do have to include all your coursework, whether it's transferable or non-transferable, onto your Transfer Admissions Planner. All right, so let's go ahead and start with adding a course. So here you can select the term in which you completed the course or plan to complete the course, or whether if it's in progress. So let's go ahead and give you the example of fall. All right. I mentioned in the schools attended section that using this example that I attended Rio Hondo College in 2010. So we'll go ahead and start with 2010. So it's fall 2010 as the example. Here, you can select all the which college or university those courses are for. So right now, it only shows Rio Hondo College, since in the schools attended section, I only added Rio Hondo College. If you had added another college, for example, then that college will also show up here, and you just select which college you completed this course. So for the example, let's go ahead and continue with Rio Hondo College. Next, type any portion of the course subject, number, or title and click search. So here it can get a little confusing. So we'll go ahead and show you some examples and some of the things that may come up regarding your entry of those courses. So let's go ahead and say, for example, you did English 101. Let's go ahead and type in English. Let's say English 101. So let's go ahead and search. So you'll see here, if you type in English 101, for example, for some reason it does not show up on here, right? So usually when you go about and typing any portion of the course subject, number, or title, definitely view your transcripts to go about doing this most efficiently. So for example, if you look at your transcripts for like English 101, for example, on your transcripts, it'll actually say ENGL. So if we type in ENGL, let's just go ahead and type in ENGL, search. Now, as you can see now there's a more wide array of English courses. So definitely look at the course subject, how it's listed on your transcripts, and go ahead and enter it there. As you can see here, sometimes if you type in ENGL 101, for example, it was not going to show up. So in order to avoid running into this problem, you could just go ahead and just type in ENGL, and then you just select which course you want to select. So here, let's go ahead and select English 101, College Composition and Research. All right. So here it's going to ask you whether this course is in progress or planned or completed with. So if it's completed, we'll go ahead and select the grade that you received, or if you received any of these letter grades. So let's go ahead and select A. Here it's going to auto-populate the units that the course is. So for English 101, it's 3 units here. However, for example, if you took English 101 like in 2018, 2019, or as of recent, the units is actually going to be 3.5. But since I added here that I took it in 2010, English 101 in 2010 was only 3 units. So definitely double check that this auto-populated unit is correct. You can do so by going on your unofficial transcripts and viewing the units there, right? So definitely keep your unofficial transcripts in handy, since your UC transfer admission planner has to be a mirror image of your transcripts. And the way you access your transcripts is via your Access Real portal. Under the Academics tab, if you scroll down, you're going to see View Unofficial Transcripts. Go ahead and select there, and go ahead and just mirror what's on your transcripts onto this transcript entry portion. So let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and add information saved. So here you'll see that it's been added to fall term 2010, the community college, and then the course. So here what this means is certified for UC transferable per the assist.org website. So as you can see here, you hover over it, it says certified UC transferable course. So that means it's a UC transferable course. So just keep that in mind. And over here, it's the UC area. So it refers to if you scroll down here, in the little section here, indicates courses that satisfy the UC eligibility pattern, so the 7-course pattern. So E stands for English. So just letting you know that this is for the English course, right? For the 7-course pattern. All right, and then below that, you'll be able to track and monitor your course summary, your GPA, and the units you've taken so far. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a couple more courses. All right, so let's say, for example, as you can tell, I took the first course here in 2010 in the fall. Let's say I took 2 years off, and then I started back in fall 2012. So whichever college or university you attended, just go ahead and ensure that it's on here. So for this example, we'll continue with Rio Hondo College. Let's say I did Math 70, Intermediate Algebra. Go ahead and search. So as you can see here, Math 70, Intermediate Algebra is not listed here. Usually courses under 100 are not going to be listed on here. As a reminder, any course over 100 at Rio Hondo is considered transferable. Any course below 100 is not transferable. So since Math 70 is under 100, we're not able to see it on here. So what we'll go ahead and do is, as you can see here in the bottom, it says my course is not listed here, add it now. And definitely please be sure you have done a thorough search before adding. Let's go ahead and add it now. So subject would be math. Course number would be 70. Title, put intermediate algebra. So this process is just adding it manually. So completed with an A. And then we'll go ahead and add the units. If you've added the Math 70 course, you'll be able to see it on here, and then also the class that you added previously. So here, the CERT, it's blank. The reason being is that Math 70 is not recognized as a UC transferable course per the assist.org website. So since Math 70 is not a transferable course, then it's left blank. Over here, since this course is certified as UC transferable course, you'll see a Y. And then for the UC area, if it met one of the areas for the 7-course pattern, then it would be listed here. But since it's not, that's why it's empty. If you scroll slightly up right here in this text box, it's going to say, please explain the gap in education between the fall 2010 and fall 2012 terms. So this field is required. The UCs want to, since they view your application holistically, they want to understand the reason why there's this gap in your education. So any gap that you may have, whether you skipped one semester or you skipped the whole year or 2 years, so on and so forth, then they're going to just ask you to just share why you had that gap in education. So in here, whether, whatever the reason being, definitely just add it on here. That way they understand and they get some context to the reason being that that may have led to you taking a gap in your education. So just feel free to, whatever you feel comfortable in sharing, go ahead and add it here. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to type in example just to move forward with the application since this field is required. Let's go ahead and save. Let's go ahead and add a couple more courses. So as you can see, I went ahead and added another semester. I went ahead and added spring term 2018, and I added the following 3 courses. So as you can see, Math 130, I listed it as having an F. So let's say, for example, the following semester, say fall 2018, I passed it with the letter grade B. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you how to add it. Let's go ahead and add a course, term, fall 2018. We'll just go ahead and use that as an example. Type in math, search. Let's go ahead and look for math 130. Let's say I passed it with a B. So now it's gonna pop up this little box right here. It's gonna say, if this course was used to repeat a prior course, please select it from the list. So since I'm using this course to use as a repeat for a prior course, then we're gonna go ahead and look that up. So as you can see here, it says Math 130 in spring 2018, grade of F. So let's go ahead and use that so we can replace it. Now let's go ahead and add it. All right, as you can see here, we went ahead and added fall term 2018 Math 130, and here's going to show repeat of Math 130 in spring 2018. And then when you first initially enter that Math 130 course, for example, it's going to say repeated with Math 130 in fall 2018. So this is a very, very important step to do because this is going to affect your GPA depending on how you enter this. So let's say, for example, if you if you got this grade and you did not select that you repeated this course, then your GPA is going to be lower than what it should be. So if you scroll down below, as mentioned, you can see your course summary. This GPA is going to continue changing depending on the courses you add and the grades that you receive, and you'll also be able to see how many units you have earned thus far for only the UC transferable coursework. Okay, and then below that, you'll be able to see the courses satisfying UC eligibility pattern, the 7-course pattern. So here, as you can see, for English composition, you have English 101, mathematical concepts and quantitative reasoning, Math 130, and then so on and so forth. So as you continue to enter your coursework, this pattern is going to be updating with the courses that are appropriate for that 7-course pattern. So feel free to continue adding all the coursework that you have taken for your institutions. Make sure to put all transferable and non-transferable exactly how it is on your transcripts. So let's go ahead and move forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue with the next section, which is the exam section of your transfer admissions planner. Just keep in mind that the exams are not necessary or not required for admissions purposes for transfer students. So don't worry if you don't have any exams to put on here, as it is something that is optional. However, if, let's say, for example, in high school, you did you took the AP exam and you received like a 3 or better, then you can definitely add that AP exam onto this section. If, for example, you may be receiving credit for that AP exam for like a history, English, whatever it may be, feel free to add it on here. So let's go ahead and add that exam just as an example, but just remember this is not a requirement. So we can type in AP. All right, and then you can also alternatively, you can view all exams possible to add on here. Maybe we can do that. We'll just do that, and then as you can see, it has all the ones listed. So depending on whatever you AP exam you took, you can also find it on your college board. So definitely refer to your college board when doing this and when you're entering your AP exam, because you definitely want to ensure that you have the exact exam title. So let's say, for example, we can just use a common one. Let's see, AP Spanish language. Okay, so we went ahead and enter it. AP Spanish language, exam date, we'll say sometime in August, and the exam date can be, let's say, 2009 or so. And then here you can put your exam score. Let's say received a 4, we can add a 4, and then you can just add it there. All right, here you'll be able to see the type, AP, the exam title, Spanish language, the score you received, the date that you took it, and then which area of the 7-course pattern this exam meets. So here, as you can see, it's for H. And you can look all the way in the bottom of this window to see which area that is. And then here you'll be able to see the exam summary, so advanced placement, and then how many units you're being awarded. All right, and then so feel free to add any more AP exams if that's applicable to you. And then we have it over here as well under the exam satisfying UC eligibility pattern. Arts and humanities, social and behavioral sciences, so on and so forth. And you can see the AP Spanish language and the score you received. Right, so in the next section under my transfer plan, we'll go to the subsection where and when I plan to transfer. So here you can go ahead and select the term and year you plan to transfer to the UC. For the purpose of this video, we'll go ahead and use fall 2021. And then if you scroll down, it's going to ask you select the UC campuses you're interested in transferring to. So we can go ahead and select, let's say, Irvine, UC Irvine, and then we'll just look for sociology major for the example. Let's go to Los Angeles. And then we can also select sociology. And you put pre. And then let's pick Riverside. Select sociology. All right, so you scroll down below under the select UC transfer programs you might be interested in preparing for. So there's 3 that you can choose from: the UC transfer pathways, transfer admission guarantee, tag, or the pathways plus. So there you can get more information on this little hyperlink to learn more. So you can click as many as apply to you. For the purpose of this video, we'll go ahead and just put that we're interested in the transfer admissions guarantee. So go ahead and select it and save. This next section, you'll be able to apply for a transfer admissions guarantee. You'll be able to get more information about the tag program here, as well as some of the benefits of doing the transfer admissions guarantee. And then you'll be able to also see that they have a tag matrix on here, and this will contain campus-specific information for all 6 UC tag campuses that participate in this program. So feel free to check that out. And then also, we highly do encourage you to speak with one of our transfer counselors or any counselor in general, and they'll be able to help you review the campus-specific requirements that some UCs will have pertaining to their campus. So that's really important because you want to make sure that you have all the tag requirements completed, and then a counselor will be able to do that review and assist you with seeing if you have the requirements for the tag program. Below, you'll be able to see more information regarding our campus. So it says the tag deadline is this Monday, September 30th, 2019. However, this is a typo. It should be updated fairly soon on this website. It should say September 30th, 2020. So just keep in mind that the tag application is due in September. And then below, you'll be able to see the tag terms and campus choice. So this is just some good information for you to look at and read. And then just keep in mind that your tag application is only limited to a single UC tag campus. And then, so what we can do is, should be already auto-populated. So you have Rio Hondo College, and then fall 2021. And then you have all the schools that participate in the transfer admission guarantee program. Okay, so we can go ahead and select Irvine, for example. As you can see here, you can view campus tag details and requirements, the sociology you have chosen. Just note that the majors offered for a tag might not include all those offered by campus during the UC application filing period. And essentially below, you'll be able to see the UC Irvine tag checklist for fall 2021. And just note that you must agree to these campus specific requirements in order to submit your tag application. So definitely feel free to review these, and you can always speak to one of the staff members at the transfer center. We can help you review this. And as well, of course, a counselor will be able to help you in reviewing these various checkpoints in your tag application. So as you can see, the tag filing period for fall 2021 is September 1st to September 30th, and it's currently closed. So this video is currently done in late August, which is why you're not able to start the tag application. But essentially, here you'll be able to see the start tag application tab or link, and you can just click on it, and then it'll take you to a couple additional sections that you will need to complete. And feel free to reach out to us if you need assistance with that. So in the meantime, we can go ahead and save campus choice. Okay. Next, in the section below, it says apply for transfer admissions. So here it'll redirect you to the UC application where you can create your account or log in. So keep in mind, if you're applying to the transfer admissions guarantee, that you also do need to apply when the fall 2021 application opens up for the UC. So just make sure to submit that application when it opens between November 1st to November 30th. So, and also keep in mind, if you're participating in the tag program, make sure that your major is consistent. For example, I selected in the example that I was a sociology major applying to UC Irvine. So when you're applying in the fall 2021 for the UCs in November, you will also be applying as a sociology major to UC Irvine. That is something that's really important, and you just want to make sure that you're consistent with your tag application. Last section under record review, you'll be able to see all the information that you have entered on your transfer admissions planner. So you can see here, you have your personal information. As you can see, there's the various sections that you completed. So feel free to take a look at this and make any changes as needed. So in this last section under messages, you'll be able to receive messages and information from your community college counselor or UC representatives. Some of our transfer counselors may be looking over students' transfer admissions planner on their own and see if there's any errors or inconsistencies in your application, and then the community college counselor will be able to send you that message. But you can always reach out to our counselors to see if they can look over your transfer admissions planner, and they'll be able to give you feedback as well. Or if you'd like to meet with the UC representative, you can share with them your information for your transfer admission planner, and they can send you messages on here, and you'll be able to see and make any corrections as needed. So that concludes my video on the UC transfer admissions planner and the UC transfer admissions guarantee application. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact the transfer center. We'll be more than glad to assist you in completing your admissions planner or connecting you with the UC representative and transfer counselor. Thank you. Have a good day.